Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches to share with you for May's Polish Pickup. The theme of this month's Polish Pickup is Guilty Pleasures, and Polish Pickup will open for pre-order May 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and the pre-order will run through May 10th, when it will close at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Polish Pickup is a pre-order, so everything that you order will not ship for 3 to 4 weeks until after the pre-order closes. Polish Pickup also offers a flat rate shipping within the United States for $3, so you can make a whole bunch of orders. So say you make 5 orders. You're going to pay the $3 flat rate shipping for all 5 orders, but when your orders ship, they will combine them and they will refund you 4 out of those 5 orders for shipping. So you will only end up paying the $3 flat rate shipping, which is amazing because it's open all weekend, so you have plenty of time to pick what you want to do. That being said, some items are capped. Now, if an item has a cap on it, I will say there'll be 100 bottles available. What that means is once those 100 bottles sell out, that item is gone, and since Polish Pickup is a exclusive website, these items will not be available on the maker's own websites. So if something has a cap, go in, grab those items first when the shop opens at 11 a.m. because Polish Pickup sells out quickly. Then, since you don't have to worry about shipping, since they're going to refund you, you can go in and take your time and shop the rest of your items. That's just my recommendation, and that's definitely how I shop when I have something that I want that has a cap. So I have, I think, 18 items to share with you guys today. I hope I covered all the bases. If you have any questions on something I was unclear about, please leave me a comment and I will do my best to answer. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the swatches? The first item that we're going to have a look at today is from by Dany Vianna, and this is called Bed All Day. It's going to sell for $12.50, and it was inspired by lazy days in bed reading. This comes in an 11 milliliter bottle, and there will be 300 bottles available. This is described as a dusty, violet mauve crelly filled with different sizes of holographic flakes. This polish had a wonderful formula, went on very smoothly, very evenly. No surprise there, Dany Vianna's formula is always simply amazing. It is not going to dry textured, and it will not give you any kind of difficulty to remove. This colored mauve base is just absolutely beautiful, and those hollow sparks really, really set it off and make for a beautiful nail polish. My final swatch is 2 coats with a glossy top coat. This next polish that we have is from Cuticula, and it's called Complicated. It was inspired by Avril Lavigne's song Complicated. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. This is described as a black jelly-based polish with pink to green to gold shifting iridescent flakes, red metallic flakes, and a sprinkling of silver holographic flakes and galaxy glitters. This polish had a fantastic formula. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. There are absolutely no application issues that I had with this polish. It has a lot going on, but everything comes out and spreads across the nail with no fuss. It might dry with the tiniest bit of texture since there is so much going on in there, but I didn't have anything that one coat of a glossy top coat didn't take care and make nice and glassy for me, and this was nothing that was difficult to remove. So there you have Cuticula's Complicated with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Glsen Glows Purple Rose. Purple Rose will sell for $12.50. It was inspired by purple roses being a long-standing guilty pleasure in her family. For many years, her grandmother would buy herself 1 purple rose every month just to brighten her day, as her favorite color was purple, and she loved how unique and special they were. Purple Rose does not have a cap, and it comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. It is described as a vibrant purple mega linear holographic polish with an intense rainbow and blue flame. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed where I put it. I had no running, no pooling, and I had no staining. This polish is crazy holographic. In the sun, it is very sparkly, so I did wear it for a little while and I didn't experience any staining, and it wasn't difficult to remove. So why you saw me show you swatches without top coat and with top coat is because it has this kind of bleed effects, I think it was described as, when you apply the top coat, it deepens it into a beautiful, like, bluish blurple with a prominent flame. So you can wear this two ways: without top coat, which, you know, you can see in my photo where I have them side by side, or if you love the color of it with top coat, you can wear it with top coat. So you have kind of like two polishes in one, because you have two uniquely beautiful and holographic polishes in one, depending on how you want to wear it. So that was Glsen Glows Purple Rose. Next up is from Glisten Glow as well, and this is their Glitter Grabber. Glitter Grabber will sell for $8. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there's no cap. Glitter Grabber is awesome. You know how you get polishes, and if they have like a lot of flakes, or if they have like micro glitters, you apply top coat and it eats it, and it looks just as textured as it did before you apply the top coat. Glitter Grabber takes care of that with just 2 steps. All you have to do is apply the Glitter Grabber and then let it dry. I usually wait about 3 minutes, but I do that for all coats, so it's not really anything extra or, you know, out of the way. It's just one extra coat. You let it dry, and then you add your regular top coat, and it will not sink. Like, the top coat does not sink into the polish, and it stays like glass the entire time. I've done this, and I've worn it for a day, and it didn't sink. Like, over time, it was just perfect and glassy the whole time. I highly recommend this top coat. Next up, we have Great Lakes Lacquer, and this is Documentaries till 4 a.m. It's going to sell for $13. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and it was inspired by watching documentaries way later than you're supposed to. It is described as a vividly bright orchid swimming with a magenta to orange to gold shifting shimmer, finished with a soft linear holographic. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, no pooling. I also had no staining. This polish is not going to dry with any texture, and it will not be difficult for you to remove. This polish it's one of those ones where the shimmer seems subtle, but then you get yourself into a different kind of softer lighting, and it just pops off at you. Very, very pretty. My final swatch is showing you 2 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is from Jen & Berries. It's called He Forced Me to Ruin My Dress. It's going to sell for $12. It comes in a 12.5 milliliter bottle, and there will be 200 bottles available. It was inspired by Clueless. It is described as a white crelly with white shimmer, red metallic flakies, a mix of small black and white glitters, and holographic microflakes. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. I had absolutely no issues getting those glitters and those flakes out on my nail. It was just so perfect. I didn't even realize it was acrylic, just they applied so evenly. I had to do no manipulation, no glitter placement. It was a joy to work with. This polish does have glitter in it, so it will dry with a little bit of texture, and it will be a little difficult for you to remove, but on a grand scale, I'd give it like a 6 in the removal difficulty. So my final swatch here is showing you 3 coats and a glossy and a matte top coat. Next up, we have Kathleen Co's Roku. It's going to sell for $13, and it's inspired by Roku TV. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there will be 400 bottles available. This is described as a vibrant blue base that's loaded with color shifting shimmer and a light dusting of hollow. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues. There was no running, no pooling, and I had no staining. The shimmer on this is just so pretty, and the shift on it is spectacular. Seriously, the shift on this is something to see. I absolutely loved this polish. I wore it for a whole day just because I saved it for last, because I could see the shift in the bottle and I wanted to play with it for the whole day. And I'm grateful that I did, because I really enjoyed this one. And I know if you like shifty polishes with some sparkle, you will too. This polish is not going to dry textured, and it will not be difficult for you to remove. My final swatch is 3 coats of Roku by Kathleen Co with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have LynBDesigns Surreal Estate. It's going to sell for $13. There will be 350 bottles available, and it comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. This was inspired by her obsession with real estate and stalking house hunting apps. It is described as a green to blue to purple shifting magnetic multichrome, with green to blue to purple to pink shifting UCC flakes and hollow flakes. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on smoothly, evenly, it stayed where I put it. No application issues whatsoever. This polish was a joy to work with. I am not going to show you it hit with the magnet in the video because I cannot read apparently, and I missed that it was a magnetic polish, so I re-swatched it to do the magnetic line. So I will have pictures of it magnetized as well as pictures of it unmagnetized, but I didn't hit it with the magnet in the video, which really doesn't matter too much because you just see the magnet. So my swatches here are showing you first it unmagnetized, and then they will be following up with magnetized shots. So you can see that beautiful line going through it. It is a little more subtle in photos, but it is very apparent in person. And there you have Surreal Estate by LynBDesigns and a glossy top coat. This next polish is from MLF Lacquer, and it is called TTV. It is described as a blurple base with purple to blue shimmer and aqua to purple to pink color shifting iridescent flakes. It has a cap of 200, and it was inspired by binging Twitch TV. This is not up on the website right now, but it is going to be up soon, and it will be for sale for May. This polish is strikingly beautiful, and it has a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. I didn't have to do any manipulation to get those flakes to come out. Mixed with the base, it is just glowing on the nail. If you like blue, you are going to love this one. It was just glowing. It might dry with a smidgen of texture due to the high flake volume, but one coat of a glossy top coat made it nice and glassy for me, and it was not difficult to remove at all. So my final swatch is showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat and a matte top coat. Next up, we have Pampered Polishes, the Fun Wheel. It's going to sell for $13. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there's no cap. This was inspired by the Fun Wheel drink at Disney. Now, this polish is a tri-layered polish that starts with a soft white crelly with a scattered hollow at the bottom of the bottle. The second layer is a maroon jelly with a hollow flake, and the top layer is a light blue linear holographic crelly. It is layered this way to resemble the drink. Once you mix the polish together, it will become a light purple crelly with a combination of linear hollow, scattered hollow, and hollow flakes. Some mixing may occur during shipping, so beware. This polish is fantastic. The formula is smooth, easy to apply. I had not one application issue with this. It did not run, pull, it did not stain. The hollow in this is just so sparkly and pretty, and that purple is just absolutely gorgeous. This is not going to be difficult for you to remove, and it will not dry textured. My final swatch is 3 coats with a glossy top coat. This next polish I have to share with you is from Penelope Luz, and it's called Sin Cake. It's going to sell for $13. There will be 700 bottles available, and it comes in a 10 milliliter bottle. It was inspired by a beautiful cake full of sugar and buttercream. It's described as a vibrant lilac base with multicolored iridescent flakies. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on smoothly, evenly. It stayed where I put it. It does start off a bit sheer because there are so many flakes in there. I'm going to usually the more sheer polishes help to get all those flakes to pop through and not muddle together in the base, and this does a wonderful job of that. These flakies really do pop off the nail in that purple base. It's very pretty. I had no application issues whatsoever, no running, no pulling, no staining. This will not dry textured, and it will not be difficult for you to remove. My final swatch here is showing you 3 coats of Sin Cake with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Polished for Days. This is Glow Getter. This is going to sell for $12.50. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there will be no cap. It was inspired by shopping at Sephora. It is described as a squishy black jelly base with 2 sizes of white matte glitters and a subtle scattering of pink to yellow shifting iridescent flakes. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed where I put it. I didn't have to do any manipulation whatsoever to get these glitters out of the bottle and onto my nail. How you see it apply with the brush is exactly how it came out of the bottle. This is one of those Crellies that is just an absolute joy to work with. It did dry with a bit of texture because there is a lot of glitter in there, but they're smaller glitters, so the removal on it wasn't that hard. I'd put it at maybe a 7 out of 10 on the, like, my own personal hard to remove scale. It might leave those little glitters on your skin, but overall it was a joy to work with. So there you have 3 coats of a Glow Getter from Polished for Days with a glossy top coat. This next polish is from Redeyed Lacquer, and it's called A Clue, A Clue. It's going to sell for $12.50. There will be 200 bottles available, and it comes in a 12 milliliter bottle. It was inspired by Blue's Clues. It is described as a light sky blue Crelly with red to pink to orange shifting flakies and a pink to gold shifting shimmer. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed where I put it. I had absolutely not one application issue to report on this. It was just an absolute pleasure to work with, and the color on it is just so breathtaking. Like, this was another one of those polishes when I swatched. I saved it for the end of the night and made it the polish that I wore overnight into the next day because I did not want to take it off at all. This is my perfect kind of blue color with those pink flakes in there. This polish is just absolutely astounding, and wait until you see it matte. If you didn't think it could get any better, it gets so eye-popping with the flakes when you see it mattified. This polish is not going to dry textured, and it will not be difficult for you to remove. So there you have a clue from Redeyed Lacquer with a glossy and a matte top coat. Next up, we have from Redeyed Lacquer as well, Tamesies hair oil. It's going to sell for $12, and it comes in a 1 ounce bottle, which is a glass jar. There will be 45 available. It was inspired by a refreshing spring summer beverage, and it is scented in a refreshing blend of peach, grapefruit, and thyme to tickle the senses. This hair oil, I have another video of me drying my hair. I don't know exactly how to show it except to literally show you how I use it. So basically what I do is I do the 3 pumps into my hand, and then I spread it across my skin like I would, like, you know, a cream, because my hair is really thin. So too much oil on my hair would make it greasy. So I find 3 pumps, just rub it into my hands and then rub it into my hair's ends. I don't put it at the top. I only put it on my ends. And then I blow dry my hair like usual. My hair, I've been dyeing it for, God, at least 15 years to be a blonde. So my hair is pretty, I guess, fried for, you know, all the dye and the bleach over the years. And this hair oil, I love it. I can run my fingers through my hair. I'm not breaking my hair. It is just so soft. It leaves my hair smelling wonderful. The scent on this is just so, I honestly just use it on my hands too because I really love the scent. It's very crisp. It's very clean and fruity. If you love fruity scents, this one's right up your alley. But honestly, I really enjoy this hair oil, and I've used it since I've gotten it. Every time I blow dry my hair, I always put it on, and it leaves my hair light. It doesn't weigh it down. My hair's pretty thin. And as you can see, it will definitely be blowing in the breeze, and you can run your fingers through it. And really, if you are looking for this type of product, I highly recommend this one. So next we have Redeyed Lacquer, and this is called Fair Fries. It's going to sell for $13. It was inspired by Fair Fries. It is described as a mustard yellow linear hollow with some fiery shimmer and micro hollow flakes. The listing doesn't list a cap, so I'm going to guess this one does not have a cap either. It is having a wonderful formula. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. I would recommend a base coat because this is yellow and a lot of people are prone to yellow stainers. So I did put a base coat on for this one because I wore this one for another day. I absolutely fell in love with this color, and it is just such a beautiful, with a strong hollow flame to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I didn't have any staining with the use of a base coat. It didn't stain my skin either. And my final swatch here, it's not going to be difficult for you to remove, and it will not dry textured. So my final swatches are showing you Fair Fries from Rogue Lacquer with a glossy top coat. This next polish is from Supermoon Lacquer, and it's called Don't Make Me Love You. It's going to sell for $13. It comes in a 12 milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. It was inspired by the music video for Snapping by female K-pop soloist Chunga. It is described as a holographic gray base filled with blue to purple to turquoise to pink color shifting shimmer, blue shimmer, copper gold and red sparks, rainbow, pearl, and snow white microflakes, and holographic and iridescent microglitter. This polish had a fantastic formula. Supermoon Lacquer's formula never disappoints. It's always very, very easy to use, very easy to apply. Never any issues with it whatsoever. No running, no pulling, no staining. The shimmer on this is super strong. The blue shimmer is just so gorgeous in this grayish base. I really, really love this one. It was another one that I saved for the end of the night so that I can wear it for the next day and actually enjoy it. This polish is not going to dry textured, and it will not be difficult for you to remove, and it is just so, with that delicate purple shift, so pretty. Next up, we have from by Vanessa Molina. This is Sprinkled Guilty. It's going to sell for $13. It comes in a 10 milliliter bottle, and there will be 400 bottles available. It is a magnetic 5D chameleon, purple to magenta to blue, with a mix of iridescent flakes. This polish is magnetic, and it had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever with this polish. I did use 3 coats. I put the first 2 on for full opacity before I magnetized, because when you magnetize, the magnet pulls the pigment, and if you don't make sure your base is opaque, it might leave you with some bald spots. And that line is just so strikingly beautiful. I absolutely fell in love with this magnetic. Again, another one I left on for the entire day. I love that polish pickup is spread out, and I actually can enjoy wearing some polishes when I swatch, because you get beautiful polishes that you just don't want to take off. And this was one of them, the magnetic line, and this is just gorgeous. The shift in it is astounding. Everything about this is breathtaking. It's not going to dry textured, and it will not be difficult for you to remove at all. So there you have it in three coats. Vanessa Molina's Sprinkled Guilty. Next up, we have Whatcha, and this is espresso coffee. It's going to sell for $13. There will be 430 bottles available. It is described as a magnetic brown polish with micro glitter and shimmer. This polish had a fantastic formula. It was smooth, easy to work with. It was so close to being opaque in just one coat. Honestly, if you did one thicker coat and you weren't going to magnetize it, you could just walk away with the one coat and I think you'd be satisfied. But like I said, with the last polish, I like my bases to be completely opaque before I magnetize for, it pulling the pigments away into the middle. So once you hit it with a magnet, you can just see it pull, and that line is just like lightning through your nail. This polish is striking. It is breathtakingly beautiful. I love the contrast of the dark base with that bright like gold line striking through it. So pretty. The formula, like I said, was absolutely excellent, easy to work with. Such a pleasure this polish was. Nothing is going to dry textured, and nothing was difficult for me to remove. My final swatch of espresso coffee is showing you 2 coats with a glossy top coat. Alright guys, that wraps up everything I have to share with you for May's polish pickup with a theme of guilty pleasures. Don't forget, this all goes live May 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and the pre-order runs through May 10th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a pre-order, so the website will be open for the weekend. I will link Polish Pickup's website down below so you can go have a look at everything that I've showed you and the tons more items that Polish Pickup has to offer, along with tons of other swatches by other swatchers with the listings. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye, guys.